I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
It's at this point in the game where you will start to receive dialogue, which is directly related to the choices that you have made so far. Certain cutscenes will also have the appropriate responses as well.
Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
Alright, let's go and make some new friends. Although we have already met Amaya.
Hey Graham, if you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest.
Someone stole her bed while she was in it and left her behind? How curious.
You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. Back away from the Crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order. Hello.
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart. Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of one shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
I wonder how efficient this actually is. Now you may have guessed that this route would be the...
You know, dawdling is the best way to become bored. Get a move on.
Alright, I will in a moment. You may have already guessed that this is the route for the bravery option.
That didn't need a bell.
These are far too sweet for my taste. Fruit? What am I supposed to do? Chuck it at someone? Ugh, would you stay out of the lovely garden and get back into danger?
Alright, we are done here. So, we can join this Wetzel Wolf group if we keep this door closed. We don't have to. We can keep it open if we want to.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging phase.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
Ooh, what are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
I want them.
He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least write. He was quite handy around the shop, though. Especially with potions.
He'll return. He just has some adventures of his own to seek.
I wonder if we will meet him.
Yes, boy?
Do you have any eyes of hideous beasts in stock?
An eye, you say? Yes, yes. Your name, please?
It's Graham. Last name?
Graham, with a G, I assume. I don't see your name on this list. Oh, you did pre-order, right?
Pre-order?
Oh, yes, this time of year our eyes fly off the shelves.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you're out of luck. Our eyes are completely on back order. If you'd like, we can put you on the waiting list for our next shipment.
When will that arrive?
We get shipments every 8 months.
I'm afraid that won't work.
Well, hang on a sec. It's Graham, right? May we bend your ear for a bit?
Bend away.
You need an eye for the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have always dreamed of becoming a knight.
Why? With Daventry's addendums this and proclamations that, it seems a frightful business. Do you have any idea how many royal guards we lose to that voracious moat monster?
Well, my father was a knight, and my grandfather was a knight, and my great-grandfather, well, he was a dentist, but his father was a knight. Basically, I come from a long line of protecting crowns. I started looking for knight jobs while I was still in the academy, but once I graduated, all the opportunities had dried up. I might not fit in here, but Daventry's my last shot.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine. It might be too late to capture the rule-defined eye of a hideous beast, but rules will bend for those who can outsmart the rule-makers.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening!
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Ooh, how much for that candle?
Our everlasting blue flame lantern? The housing's broken. Someone brought it in for repair but never paid.
Tell you what, if you bring us something we can hollow out to house the candle, you can have it for the price of one shiny gold coin.
Fare thee well.
May your brain be filled with knowledge.
And once again, this is obviously the wisdom root. These guys want the pumpkin so they can hollow it out.
Dearie, where are my dried reptile skins?
Well, where did you leave them, dear?
You ate them again, didn't you?
No, of course not. Fine, yes, I did. I used them on my toast this morning, and I'm not sorry.
Hold on, they stare at us when they have a conversation, but when they're quiet, they look away? How disconcerting.
Ah, youth. Remember what it felt like to be young?
I remember where you proposed.
Just outside the caves up in the Great Mountains.
Oh, such a beautiful day. Well, until our picnic was stolen.
Oh, yes. I had to wrestle our lunch away from the eldest bear.
Dear, I think you mean the barest elder.
Oh, you're right. It was the barest elder. Oh, naked. Oh, very old, very old.
Chester, you stay away from those.
Muriel won't let me eat those.
The bravery route is the most involved, and at the end of it you get a chance to shoot a sleeping dragon, which doesn't sound all too brave to me, but if you don't, then Manny will give you an eye himself. The wisdom route involves making a fake eye out of the broken lantern, and if you purchase the lantern, they will stick it inside of the pumpkin and dip it in the cauldron to make it purple. So you can make a trick eye. Now obviously we're going to go into the compassion route, so let's speak to whoever's in here.
Hello there, and good afternoon. If I do say so myself, sometimes you roll the dice, and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out, and my supplier has gone missing, I sold yesterday's bread when I wasn't even here. I wish more people were that trustworthy around Daventry. Now, you fine strapping lad, how may I help you?
Now if we did not leave a tip, then he would not be as happy as he is now.
Was he trying to set the record for the world's biggest pie?
But seeing as we only end up with one coin anyway, it's a nice thing to
My
do.
favourite part is the frosting.
I was kind of expecting someone with a French accent, so I'm pleasantly surprised. Don't get me wrong, I do like French people. It's just that it's quite a common trope.
Amaya looked like she needed a hug today.
Well, you can go and ask her if you want.
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
Oh, custard? Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
You're saving it for a special occasion, but you're sticking it on display. Fair enough.
Looks like we could put some love on those bones.
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast's eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic! So much fighting and needless killing! Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. You look like a compassionate fella, like myself. And I think we're going to get along right as raisins. Please, don't take part in the violence.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
These people are very generous.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
I know that we already have these, but this is advice for people who don't know where they are.
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
Never mind. Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Good day.
Don't desert me.
Get out.
Wow, these sugar shrooms look amazing. Just the right amount of shroomy and not too sugary. Now, if you can find me the starberries, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin. Oh, that's far too savory for my shop.
Can't he make a pumpkin pie out of that pumpkin?
These starberries are perfectly ripe, just squishy enough, and with a faint scent of musky cabbage. Now, if you pass me 1 shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours.
So you spent your only coin to buy that giant pie?
I did. I knew that delicious smelling pie would somehow get me to the next round of the tournament.
Oh, thanks for the patronage. Share this pie with a friend or 2, or 3. And good luck in the tournament.
How did he make it so fast? Hold on. I believe there is something to view here. Nope. Ah. No, I know my mistake. Alright, let's go and see our friend Ulfie.
Thanks for the momentary lapse in conversation. Ulfie was unquestionably hangry. Now that I am refurbished, Let us extract that snarling Snarlack's eye. Earthquake! It's all yours now.
Whisper can do it.
Fret not, Goosey. It is the two-eyed snarling Snarlax after all. London Bridges!
Whisper!
Ulfie has a new plan. First we'll... Then you'll... Then I'll... But first, you'll need this. Whenever you need me, just give it a blow.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
Well, we just found out that Whisper is a cheat.
Come along. We don't have all day.
Alright, I'm going. Now, I don't understand why Ulfie was so secretive with what he wanted us to do. Considering that, you know, we're in control of Graham, so surely we would hear it. Unless Ulfie really was going psh, 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 psh.
Caution, bees and distress.
Oh yeah, we've already seen that. Right, well this is the plan.
Is this hideous enough for you?
Yes, this is... I don't think any addendums cover this. Congratulations, Graham! Welcome to the tournament! That troll is pretty ugly.
Yeah, ugly in a sort of pretty way.
That's not exactly what I meant.
You know, like your cousin Hilda.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. You're just too adorable to fight, Mr. Springbottom. Let's dance instead. Twirling and best friends and twirling.
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.